Good morning. Welcome, and I am DJ Wonder Chrissy. This is Migrant Mayhem. We are part of Land Cruiser Midwest over there. Welcome to today's show. Today is January 28th, Sunday. So welcome to the show. I have some breaking news for you today. I was just watching Fox News New York, and they are reporting that the House Committee on Impeachment of Department of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas has released their articles of impeachment and are moving ahead with the impeachment of the Secretary of DHS. So there you have it. They finally got off the pot and decided to impeach this dude for all the damage he's helped Joe Bergen do. There was some, as they reported that, there were some interesting numbers. According to the former DHS or ICE acting director, his name is Holman. He stated that right now there's 1.9 million gotaways in the last 3 years. Those are people that come across the border. They do not give themselves up to the Border Patrol. They do not make themselves available to ICE or anybody so that they can get free transport or anything. These are the people that are more likely associated with the cartels that are smuggling things, gang members, and according to this gentleman, they usually pay more to get across the border because they do not want to be caught. So there's 1.9 million of these people in the last 3 years that have come across the border, and they did not want to be caught. This all goes back into, this really is an invasion, folks. I'm here to tell you it is a full-blown invasion. Our national security is probably at its lowest level since 9/11. Even what's his name, Ray, the FBI director, he has come out, and even FBI officials now are admitting that security and national security has been put at risk, and anything goes, right? Anything goes, and guess what? We're heading towards the Super Bowl, right? If anybody wanted to do anything around the Super Bowl, well, the Super Bowl is here. So Vegas is probably not the place to be in 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. February 11th is the Super Bowl. I bet you're going to see a lot of federal security in Las Vegas in the coming weeks. And who knows what we will see. Who knows what we'll see. So let me give you a recap on what's been happening. Nothing really been happening here in Chicago. I have a couple videos I'll show you. They picked out who is going to do the food service going forward for the migrants. Let me set this up for you. Let me see what else we got here. All right, so let's bring about that. So let's get this set up for you. All right, here, let's get this recouped. All right, so let's double check this, make sure we got the video here for you guys to see, and we'll play this. And this is talking about probably like 2-3 days ago, they approved 2 companies, probably like $50, $60 million contracts for food service for the shelters. All right.
Is on the way for migrants at local shelters throughout the city. City leaders selecting 2 local agencies, 77 communities, and 14 parish to help provide food at the new arrival shelters. 77 communities will be providing food to shelters in the north region of the city, while 14 parish takes the south. Currently, there's about 14,000 new arrivals living in shelters across.
As I reported, one of those ones that work in the north is a company associated with Bueno Beef, the family that runs the Bueno Beef franchise or chain of stores. They probably got like 20, 30 Italian beef stores across Chicagoland. So we got a good Italian family getting into some federal monies. Yeah, what does that make you think about, huh?
Chicago.
All right, so now we'll also get a recap of, well, here's, people are asking what's going on at the airport. Here is a video taken from the airport. This is what our airport looks like. We got our Venezuelan ambassadors there lining the hallways. And according to this video, our airport is now turned into a free hotel. You see the Red Cross blankets and people just strewn all over the place. Wonderful welcoming committee to the city of Chicago, folks. There you have it. There you have it. Okay, so now I'll play for you. Here's a summary of Brandon's meeting that took place on Monday. And this is our favorite reporter, Casey Cronus. She's got a wonderful voice. I love her voice. So let's play this for you. Basically, you'll hear how. And then we've got Alderman Raymond Lopez talks in this, and he talks how Brandon Johnson is just conniving and is not very transparent at all. He's trying to push his will and his way of things through any way he can. So let's listen to this.
Johnson hosting a closed-door meeting with 25 suburban mayors up for discussion, the new arrivals program. And Casey Cronus is live in Pilsen with the latest on that. Casey.
Don, as you mentioned, that meeting is closed to the public and closed to the press. What we do know is that it was initially set to take place last Tuesday, but the city said it was postponed due to the weather. Taking part both in person and virtual are mayors who make up the Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus. When initial invitations went out, some suburban mayors said they would not be attending, including New Lenox Mayor Tim Balderman. Balderman today tells us he didn't even receive an invitation for the rescheduled meeting. Alderman Ray Lopez says he wasn't made privy either and had this to say this afternoon about the growing issues related to the migrant situation.
Seems to be a common theme with this mayor, that they pick and choose who they want to participate in things, as opposed to having a very collaborative and open discussion, which is what we need right now, not only within the city, but with our neighbors who are dealing with the ramifications of the laws we have passed and are now passing laws of their own. You know, this ping pong politics has got to come to an end, because what we're seeing is that it's still getting colder out, it's wetter and rainy out. People are still arriving, not just in Chicago, but all throughout the suburbs.
And last week, the city announced it is putting a pause on opening new migrant shelters, instead turning its focus to resettlement. But that too is leading to some confusion. Coming up at 5, we'll share what we are learning about eviction notices that some migrants are receiving. Reporting live in Pilsen, Casey Cronin, Fox 32, Chicago.
Right now,
So that's probably what's going to happen this week. No one know. I think February 1st they're supposed to start evicting migrants, illegal migrants, out of the shelters and onto the streets. There's some organizations that say they still have tents available. If that were to happen, we would see some more tent cities crop up somewhere in Chicago, probably our parks. Other than that, the weather's gotten a little bit better. It's 9 o'clock here on a Sunday. It's 35 degrees. The snow, the 2 feet of snow that we had is maybe now down to 6 to 8 inches and melting on a daily basis. So we're getting a lot of runoff. We're seeing some rivers are probably going to start flooding at some point in the near future. But the weather for the next 5 days predicts temps into the 40s, highs of 40s. Of course, at night it probably gets down to freezing or 32, but during the day we get a little bit of sun and it does warm up to 40. It's scorching. That is a scorching temps for January in Chicago, folks. So that's our update for today. It appears that Congress has decided to do something finally. I don't know about you guys, but Congress in general just does not seem like they do anything, and why they waste our money going back and forth to Washington and fail to deliver on anything is beyond me. But it looks like they are going to move ahead with impeachment for the Secretary of Department of Homeland Security, which really isn't not the real problem. He's just doing as he's been told, folks. And Joe Bergen and his administration is really the problem at the border. But it appears that Texas has plugged up the major holes on the border for now. Not seeing a lot of migrant buses being reported in Chicago for whatever reason, although it's harder now to track those because they're not delivering them to downtown Chicago anymore. They just come to the burbs and they drop them off at any of the myriad of metro stations across the suburbs. There's like 11 metro lines in Chicago with 240 stations. Check out the video I dropped, the long video I dropped a couple of days ago where we did some migrant hunting in Glenview. And it'll give you a feel for what a metro station looks like in the city of Chicago. So that's all I have for today. Like, share, and subscribe. It does matter. I enjoy reading your comments. It seems like we have a place for a lot of like-minded individuals. And as I said before, we're not seeing anybody in my neighborhood. We're not seeing any of those all are welcome signs pop up in anybody's yard for some reason. That just makes, I don't know why. During the BLM days, there was plenty of those signs around, and now they just seem to be gaining dust in people's closets for some reason. I guess people don't want to open their doors to just about anybody. Maybe that's the problem. But anyway, I am DJ Wonder Chrissy, and we always finish these videos with God bless America, God bless USA, and God bless Donald Trump, folks. Over and out. Thank you, DJ.